Mr. Dai faces an energy crisis. Dai was a man of many talents. A skilled handyman and an avid enthusiast of sustainable living, he took pride in maintaining his home, always seeking innovative ways to reduce his carbon footprint. Living in a suburban neighborhood, Mr. Dai had noticed an unsettling trend over the past few years. His energy bills were soaring, and his reliance on traditional power sources seemed unsustainable in the long run. With increasing power outages and fluctuating electricity prices, Mr. Dai knew he had to find a more reliable and cost-effective solution. The problem became particularly pressing one sweltering summer day. As temperatures soared, Mr. Dai's air conditioning unit worked overtime, guzzling electricity. The result? A whopping utility drop. This wasn't just about money, it was about the growing realization that relying solely on the grid was neither economical nor environmentally responsible. Mr. Dai had always been a forward thinker, someone who sought out practical solutions to everyday problems. He knew there had to be a better way to power his home. The idea, Mr. Dai considers solar panels in day. While browsing through an online forum dedicated to home improvement, Mr. Dai stumbled upon an article titled "Shocking Solar Panel Facts Revealed." Intrigued, he clicked on the link and was soon engrossed in the content. The article revealed some surprising and enlightening facts about solar panels. Mr. Dai learned that solar panels were not only a feasible alternative to traditional electricity sources, but also an effective way to harness the power of the sun, an abundant and renewable resource. The article highlighted that the Earth receives a continuous supply of 173,000 terawatts of solar energy, far more than humanity could ever consume. Even more fascinating was the fact that solar panel technology had been around for almost 150 years, evolving significantly over time. Mr. Dai was particularly impressed by the idea that modern solar panels could do much more than just power a few lights. They could run household appliances, heat water, and even charge electric vehicles. As Mr. Dai continued reading, he discovered that solar panels were not just for the environmentally conscious elite. They had become increasingly affordable and accessible, with global costs dropping by as much as 80% over the past decade. Moreover, installing solar panels could increase a home's value, making it a sound investment for the future. The article also pointed out that solar panel installation didn't typically require complicated planning permissions, especially for residential setups like the one Mr. Dai was considering. By the time he finished reading, Mr. Dai was convinced. Solar panels were the answer to his energy woes. Not only would they help him cut down on his electricity bills, but they would also reduce his carbon footprint, contributing to a greener planet. It was a win-win situation. The solution. Mr. Dai installs solar panels. Determined to take the leap into solar energy, Mr. Dai began researching the best solar panel options for his home. He measured his roof, calculated his energy needs, and consulted with several solar panel installation companies. After careful consideration, he selected a reputable installer known for their high-efficiency panels and excellent customer service. The installation process was surprisingly quick and hassle-free. Within a few days, Mr. Dai's roof was adorned with sleek, black solar panels, strategically placed to capture the maximum amount of sunlight. The system was connected to an inverter, which would convert the solar energy into usable electricity for his home. Mr. Dai also opted for a battery storage system, allowing him to store excess energy generated during the day for use at night or during cloudy days. Once the installation was complete, Mr. Dai eagerly awaited the first sunny day. When it finally arrived, he was not disappointed. As the sun rose, his solar panels began to hum with energy, powering his home with clean, renewable electricity. Mr. Dai watched with satisfaction as his electricity meter began to run backward, a clear indication that he was producing more energy than he was consuming. Over the next few weeks, Mr. Dai monitored his energy usage closely. He was amazed at how much his solar panels were able to generate, even on partially cloudy days. His air conditioning, refrigerator, lights, and even his power tools were all running smoothly, powered entirely by the sun. The best part, his electricity bills had plummeted. What used to be a source of stress and financial strain was now a point of pride and relief. The joy Mr. Dai thrives with solar energy. As the months went by, Mr. DIY's appreciation for his solar panels only grew. He marveled at how such a simple change had transformed his life. Gone were the days of worrying about power outages or dreading the arrival of his utility bill. Instead, he enjoyed the peace of mind that came with knowing he was not only saving money but also doing his part to protect the environment. But the benefits of solar energy extended beyond just cost savings and environmental impact. Mr. Dai found a new sense of empowerment and independence. No longer was he at the mercy of the power company or vulnerable to rising energy costs. He was generating his own electricity, on his own terms. It was a deeply satisfying feeling. Moreover, Mr. DIY became something of a local celebrity in his neighborhood. His neighbors, impressed by his sleek solar panels and curious about his experience, often stopped by to ask questions. Mr. Dai was more than happy to share his knowledge, explaining the benefits of solar energy and encouraging others to consider making the switch. Some of his neighbors even followed his lead, installing their own solar panels after seeing how successful the transition had been for him. Mr. Dai also enjoyed the added benefit of knowing that his home had increased in value. Real estate agents had told him that homes with solar panels were highly sought after, and he could expect a nice boost in property value if he ever decided to sell. But for Mr. DIY, the greatest value lay in the day-to-day benefits he was already enjoying: lower bills, reliable power, and a smaller carbon footprint. In the evenings, as the sun set and his solar panels stopped generating electricity, Mr. DIY would sit on his porch, watching the sky turn from orange to purple. He'd listen to the quiet hum of his home running on the energy stored in his solar battery, a tangible reminder of the power he had harnessed from the sun. It was a moment of pure contentment, knowing that he had made a smart, sustainable choice for his future. Conclusion: a bright future with solar energy. DIY's journey from energy crisis to solar-powered bliss is a testament to the transformative power of renewable energy. What started as a problem, rising electricity costs and an unreliable power grid, became an opportunity for Mr. Dai to take control of his energy needs and reduce his environmental impact. By investing in solar panels, he not only solved his immediate problem but also set himself up for a brighter, more sustainable future. Today, Mr. DIY couldn't be happier with his decision. His home is now a model of energy efficiency, and he enjoys the financial savings and environmental benefits that come with it. The solar panels on his roof are more than just a home improvement. They're a symbol of his commitment to living sustainably and making smart choices that benefit both his wallet and the planet. As he continues to enjoy the perks of solar energy, Mr. DIY remains ever enthusiastic about sharing his experience with others. He's a firm believer that anyone can make the switch to solar, and he's always ready to offer advice, share tips, and inspire others to follow in his footsteps. For Mr. Dai, the future is bright and it's powered by the sun.